This is the story of how I broke my 34-year-old hammer. Here you can see my backyard deck in all its glory. It is about 26 years old now, built before we bought the house, with many of the boards completely rotted out. Each of those pieces of plywood covers up a hole. Rather than risk someone getting hurt by falling through this old deck, I made the decision that I was going to rebuild it myself. This decision may haunt me for many years to come, as I have a full-time job and do not want to take holidays at this time. I will be performing the work on weekends or evenings after work. My deck has built-in benches that needed to be removed before I could remove the existing deck boards. Most of the wood on the benches is in pretty good shape and should not need replacing. The removal of the benches and existing handrails was pretty easy, as most of the screw heads were accessible. This only took me a few hours to complete. Here you can get a better look at the condition of some of the deck boards and the holes. After doing some price comparisons, I ordered the replacement deck boards from Home Depot, which surprisingly was the cheapest option in my area, including delivery. I could also return any boards that did not pass my quality control inspection, if needed. When the boards arrived, I was very pleased with the quality of the boards, as very few were found to have cracks or were bent. Unfortunately, my driveway was the closest we could get them with a lift, so I had to hand-bomb 75 12-foot 2x6 from the driveway to the backyard by myself. Now that I had the new wood, I started to tackle the removal of the existing boards. This was not an easy task, as most of the screw heads were not cooperating at all, requiring the use of crowbars, wanda bars, and hammers in order to pry them loose. My wife could see how much I was struggling with doing the removals myself, so she enlisted my dad to help. Thank goodness she did, as I was too stubborn to ask him myself, and I would probably still be stuck at that stage of the work. This is when it happened. 34 years ago, my Uncle Larry gave me a new hammer as a gag birthday gift, as I had previously lost mine at a job site doing some roofing work. That hammer has traveled with me from Ontario to British Columbia to Alberta and back to Ontario. Now, I am not the handiest person in the room, but I have hammed a few things in my day, all with that trusty hammer. Excuse me a moment while I wipe a tear from my eye. Even with Dad's help, it still took an entire day just to do the removal of the existing boards. Most of the support structure was still in great shape, which was good to see as we would not have to remove and replace it. The old homeowners decided that under the deck was a great place to store stuff they no longer needed. We found all kinds of dog toys, beach balls, and even an old lawn chair. After getting Dad fed and thanking him for his help, I send him on his way back home. I have started the install of the new boards. The install goes a lot better than the removals and looks so much nicer than the old rotted wood. As I am a one-man band doing this work, it is not the quickest, but I think it looks great. After getting all of the boards replaced, I have to reinstall the handrail and benches. This was a little tricky at times, as I only have 2 arms, but somehow I was able to make it work. A few boards on the benches and handrails were replaced. When I get some time, I will pressure wash the old benches and handrails to remove that old paint/stain. Then let my wife decide what color, if any, to paint them. Rest in peace, my trusty hammer. You will